So, yes, I am on live. So, guys, actually, this session was planned yesterday evening, 7 o'clock. But due to some technical reasons, we stopped the session yesterday. So, and we thought we should continue this session today. So that's why we planned this session today. So I am coming live now. So please share this live streaming link to your friends so that they could join now. So as I said, I will start the session on 11:30. So if participation is very active now, we can start it by now. Let's wait for some time. So yes, guys. So please share this link to your friends so that more people will join the session. So as soon as we get a good number of people in the live session, I can start this. Just a few more minutes. I will start the session. Can somebody say that am I audible? Am I visible clearly? If you say, I can keep this. Yeah, thank you, Ramana. So yeah, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, so yeah, more number of people were adding now. Just 5 seconds, 5 minutes. Hmm. Yeah, thank you guys. Who are the people who have joined? Thanks for your join. So actually, yeah, as I told before, the session was actually planned for yesterday evening at 7 o'clock. So due to some technical reasons, we just halted the session, and now yeah, I started the session. Yeah, Ramana, yeah, I'm going to start the session. So guys, welcome you all to this live session. So generally, the motto of this live session is uh, many of the people now. So the 2021 batch are getting mails regarding their online interviews from few of the companies like Infosys. Recently Infosys conducted their Hack with Infis rounds and InfyDQ rounds. So in that view, they are sending mails to the students regarding online interviews. So since the word online interviews is a bit new thing for many of the people. Generally, till now, whatever the companies, they through their hiring process, they mainly conduct the interviews face to face. Um, yeah, sorry. So till date, most of the companies through their recruiting process, they included the different rounds in their hiring process, which is face to face. So just 90 of the percent of the companies will hire you based on the interview results, which will be on face to face or will go for online interviews. So firstly, I will tell you the hiring process clearly. So in that hiring process, let's see what is the changes they have made in this situation and how should we attend. I don't know how should we face those interviews likewise. So till now, many of the companies follow the exactly the same pattern of hiring process, a bit slightly varies in different stages. The first stage is, as you all know, that the written test. So written test will be common for most of the companies. So after clearing the written test, you should be moved to the second stage, which will be a debate or a GD or 1 minute round. It means, you all know about GD and debate, right? So what is 1 minute round means? So they will give you a topic. So you need to talk on this topic for 1 minute or 5 minutes. Likewise, they will keep some timestamp. So the based on that, you need to perform. So this will be very less in some companies. Likewise, out of 100, mostly 60% of companies will go for the second step. Many of the companies will skip this round, the second round. After completing your written test, you will be moved to the third stage most of these times. So only few companies will opt for the second stage of GD or debate or something like 1 minute, like those rounds. So after completing those rounds, you will be moved to the third stage, which will be a TR round. So most companies will have only single TR round. Few companies will go for two TRs. So when they conduct two TR rounds, there will be different types. They will conduct two TR rounds face to face, which means direct. You will be attending the interview room, and few companies will bit slightly differ. It means one TR round will be face to face, which means a direct one, and another TR round will be a Skype call, which is an online one. So that will be followed by only less number of companies. That's the general pattern. So after completing this third round, you will be moved to fourth stage, which is HR round. So in this stage two, there will be two rounds like HR and MR. Few companies will only go for HR. Few companies will go for firstly MR after HR, and few companies will conduct the both rounds in the single at the same time. It means you will be going to the interview room and where the HR and MR will be sitting. So you need to attend the interview. So that will be another way. So likewise, the hiring process will be conducted till now. So due to this COVID-19 situations, the face-to-face interviews will be a nightmare because now the cases were increasing day by day. So there is no way of conducting online direct interviews. So for this purpose, they have chosen the online interviews round. So in this context, to attend online interviews, generally, if you have attended few interviews before, it would be a bit easier for you to attend online interview now. But since the 2021 batch has not yet attended interviews, most of your students, 90% students haven't attended interviews. The 10% may have attended, like for their interview internship projects or something likewise. So most of the students haven't attended their online interviews. So in that way, since the very first interview is online, you may get panic because most of the students will get panic for their first interview, and that too it is an online interview which was not yet not practiced. So eventually, so most of the people don't know too. So that's why many of the people were asking some tips and how to attend the interviews likewise. So guys, I will tell some tips and do's and don'ts and my personal experience regarding online interviews. So afterwards, I will clear. In between, I will clear your doubts. Just post your questions, queries, whatever regarding the interviews in the comment section, and I will see them and will answer you. And we have our first comment like, I don't think they will conduct GD since it's going to be virtual. Yeah, that's true because when you are gathered as a crowd in a place, like when they started online interview, face-to-face interviews, it will be possible to conduct GD. But in this situation, in the online, conducting GD is a hectic process. Yeah, that's true. So they will skip the second round. Most of the companies, though they follow their GD round from the years, they might cut off the round for now because no, they won't conduct. They can't conduct too. So mostly they will skip the GD part. So they will, after completing your written test, they will directly call you to the HTR or whatever the rounds they have. So firstly, coming to online interviews, there are some do's and don'ts and some things you should remember while attending the online interviews. Firstly, firstly I will say some do's. So whenever you are attending to your online interview, just have a laptop with you because it will be very nice to have a laptop because most of the online interviews will be conducted through Skype. Many companies will follow the same way, so mostly they will follow through the Skype. So it will be nice if you can attend your interview through laptop because when you have a laptop, uh, see, firstly, if you attend the interview through your phone, what are the some drawbacks I will tell you. So if you have not an upgraded, the premium phone, just a normal phone. If you're having a normal phone, if you're attending your online interview, if suddenly a call comes in between or some notifications comes in between, it will irritate the interviewer. The sound, the notifications you get, are if there is a breaks in the internet connection, it will disturb your online interview, so it will finally results in your performance. So it will be nice if you have a laptop. Though if you don't have a laptop, then keep in mind that when you're attending through your phone, be please check your environment, like no, you won't get any noise from your surroundings, and have a good connection of internet. And apart from that, mute your phone. So just mute your phone so that you won't get any notification sounds in between. And better, you connect to an wi-fi rather than your mobile data. So if you are connecting to your mobile data, please make sure that you won't get any call, because if you get any call in between, if the internet connection interrupts, the online interview may end. So you will get some disturbance in between. So better you attend through laptop. Also, when you attend to your phone too, please keep these things in your mind. Firstly, if you are attending to an online interview, first thing you should do is, when you're attending, you should be visible to your interviewer very clearly. Like if hiding in a corner, likewise, let me see you. Let me show you. So just see, as I am visible to you, hiding to a corner, down to the screen. Likewise, don't do like this. So just stay close to your computer, close to your webcam, and pay attention to the interviewer, so that the interviewer can think that you're interested in this interview process. So you're interested in attending the interview, and you are attentive. If you are looking around, staring somewhere else when the interviewer are asking, or you are hiding in the corners of the webcam. Likewise, if you do so, the interviewer may get irritated, or he might think that you are not interested, or he might think that you are a bit panicking. So it will directly result a negative impression on you to the interviewer. So don't do that like this. So apart from this, when you are attending to the interview, please make sure that you have an headphones. It will be nice, because when you have an headphones, it will be easier to you for listening the interviewer, as well as when you speak something, it will be clearly audible to the interviewer too. So it would be nice. And apart from that, since you are attending to the laptop, you might get some desktop notifications in between. So just mute all your notifications so that it won't disturb your online interview. And apart from this, what I can say you is, many people will have some doubt, like what type of clothes we should wear, like that. See, either you attend online interview or a direct interview, the way you dress up, the way you get ready for the interview will definitely have some impression. See, if you are rugged, looking some rugged without shave or without combing well, without having proper dust sense, if you attend likewise, it tells that, it depicts that you are not interested in the interview. No, it will portray you likewise to the interviewer. So if the interviewer thinks in that way, he might reject you too. And one thing I can tell you is, see, since the situation is very pandemic, a very threatening thing, so getting a job is a bit difficult in this situation. So if you get a chance for an interview, don't lose it, because afterwards you might get another chance or not. So whatever you chances you get now, you just make use of it. So to make use of it, you should be perfect in every step while moving towards your job. So in every step of your movement, you should be perfect, and you should be sound like an interesting, you should be interested in the activity. So whenever attending an online interview, one thing you should keep in mind is, please keep your surroundings clean. Don't get any noises in between, any disturbance in between the interview. And coming to your setup, environment setup, make sure that you have a laptop or a mobile phone. Though you are having a handset or a laptop, make sure that you have a good internet connection. Don't get any notifications or calls in between, just so that you can mute to avoid those things. and and after keeping a good environment, you can have a clear look to the webcam. So if you are see, if the interview starts, the interviewer will be visible to you, and you will be visible to the interviewer. So if you move slightly backwards, and if you attend, likewise it will show the interviewer that you are not interested. So keep some closeness to your webcam, so and pay attention to the interviewer so that he might think that you are interested in. And try to maintain two-way communication. Means if the interviewer asks you a question, try answering it. If you know or don't know, if you don't know, try to gather some related information. Don't sit idle, or don't see staring around and thinking like so for minutes and minutes. He might think that the internet connection is not good, that uh, your video was abrupted, or like you are not interested. Likewise he think in that way. So you should be you should maintain two-way communication so that the interviewer will be interested in this in the process. So afterwards what I can say is, I will tell some of my experiences. The very first interview I attended, have first round as written test, as many of you will have. So after that I was moved to the TR round. So in the TR session, we have two rounds. First, TR one, TR two. So TR one was the direct face-to-face interview, and TR two has a Skype call. And you know what? We haven't intimated about the Skype interview before. We don't know that we are going to have a Skype interview, so we haven't prepared yet. So we didn't prepare, and and I was that was the first time I attended an online interview, that too through Skype. Till that time, I don't know what is Skype and how to attend interviews through the Skype. That's what the you can sense what I can feel. And I can say one thing is, if you attend online interviews through your college, for example, some company like TCS or any other company if it visits your college, and if it conducts an online interview, in that process the HR team, the team which arrived at your college will take care of everything setup. They will just call you and will give you a headset so that you can attend. But since you are at your home now, and you need to take arrangements, all these things, so you should be so clear at your arrangements and your setup, everything. So while you need to take care of your setup, you must be aware of that. So yeah, I will go to my experience. So afterwards I just cracked the first TR, so I was moved up to the second TR round. So in the second TR, they conducted an online interview, which is the Skype one. So in the Skype interview, I just went into the cabin, and I sat on my chair, and they already connected the Skype call to the interviewer, so he was waiting for me. So I just attended the interview, and I grabbed my earphones and put it on my ears. So afterwards, he wished me in the first time. So he wished me the first, and later on I wished him. So afterwards, it went on well, very good, because I don't find any difference between face to face and online interview. It was about the same thing. And meanwhile, I just attended the TR1 face to face just a few minutes before. I haven't found that was a bit difficult one. Just like a normal one, it went on very well. So he asked me to tell me about yourself, and what are the questions he had. He asked me, and I answered them all. So likewise, we had 5 to 10 minutes of conversation in the interview. So that was went on well, and I don't find any difference in between the face to face and online interview. The both were same. And afterwards, I moved to the HR, and that's it. And the second interview I had also, not the second one, the fifth company, I think fourth or fifth company I attended, also had an interview of Skype call. So that was the since I was since I had an experience earlier, so it was very easy for me to attend the online interviews at that time too. And even in that time, I also attended the Skype interview call, and yeah, that was also a bit easier for me. So what I can say you through all these things is, either it is an online interview or an direct interview, it will be remain same. Only thing that differ is the virtually. We will attend the interview virtually. That's it. Don't need to panic anything. There is nothing to panic. So yeah, guys, you can post your questions in the comment box so that I will answer you all. So if I get any questions, I will ask you. I think someone has asked me earlier, and I have replied her too. So if I get any comments, I can answer you. You can refer this live session link to your friends so that they can also join the live session and they can clarify the doubts, whatever the doubts they have. Yeah, I think most of the companies will don't go for online interviews too, because they will wait for the situation to come into place, because conducting an online interview for these many number of students also a bit difficult process for them too, because many people will be having their some internet connectivity issues. They might don't have some proper setup. There are different reasons, so that I think not most companies will prefer online interviews. If they prefer online interviews, uh, they will conduct too. That's what I can say. So let's see, let's hope for the best thing to happen. So yes guys, you can ask me some questions so that I can answer you out. Sorry. Yeah, someone asked me, if any interruption happens during interview, will they give another opportunity again for interview? Yeah, mostly the people will give you, because it is quite normal for many of the people that you might have interruptions in your internet connectivity, and the device setup will not be the same for all. So there will be some circumstances where you might not get everything properly. So yeah, they will consider you. If you get any breaks in between, yeah, they will consider. But if you have too many number of interruptions, it wouldn't be nice for you and the interview too. They might get irritated, because it all depends on the interviewer. Mostly in the 90% they will reconsider you, and you can reconnect to the interview. But sometimes if you have too many number of breaks, I mean too many number of interruptions in between, it would not be much easier and not much good for your interview. So it would be a bit it will show some effect on your interview. So that's it. Make sure that you don't have any interruptions in between. That's what I can say. And guys, yeah, you can ask me questions. Um, Meanwhile, I can tell you another two, which is harder, online or face to face. Yeah, I've told you now, online interview and the face to face will be the same, because even online interview also you need to face a human being, right? So it will be same. The interview will be same for the face to face or else an online interview. The thing that differs is we are attending it virtually. So while attending the virtual interview, you will have some circumstances in between. You can have interruptions, you might not have a good environment likewise. So that things will show some impact. So if you make sure there all these things are clear, then you can attend your interview very peacefully. And since the first interview will be a bit harder and a bit tensing thing for many things, for many people. So don't get panic for the first interview. If you won't get a chance for the job, don't hesitate. Don't feel bad. Yeah, someone told us. So hi, sir. Yeah, hi, Rehana Mullah. Hi. Yeah, you can ask your questions, whatever your doubts regarding online interviews or anything, whatever the doubts you have regarding interviews or how to attend it, how should we prepare, anything, whatever the doubts you have, you can ask us. Just like a answering session. Yeah, we can convert this into an question and answer session. You can ask your questions. I will answer in my best way. And mostly, as of my information, till now, Infosys is the only thing that called for online interviews. Am I right? Can anyone tell me any other companies that have mailed you regarding online interviews? I think, as of my knowledge, the Infosys has mailed many candidates regarding online interviews, right? Yeah, can we use paper and pen during interviews if they ask? Yeah, yeah, I need to tell this thing. A good question. When you attend your online interview, it will be mostly on Skype. So in the through that Skype call, you will have a chat box, right? So if they ask any questions like write a program for printing something, something like this. They will ask a few little questions. If they ask so, they will ask you to type in the chat box. They mostly prefer to type in the chat box rather than writing on a pen and showing it through the webcam like this. They won't prefer like in that way. They will mostly ask you to type in the chat box so that they can see whatever you are typing. So mostly yeah, one of my experiences is also having the same thing. So they asked me to write a program. I forgot that question. So they asked me to write, and I have just typed it in the chat box, and they have seen that. So yeah, they might ask you to write some programs too in the chat box. So you need to write those too. Yeah, another question is the system design questions asked for freshers. Sorry, Saranya, I don't have a knowledge regarding system design, but what are the types of questions means, it all, the type of questions will depend on the role you are applying for, the company, and it will also based on the interviewer. Some interviewers will just ask you whatever the things you will written on your resume. They will ask you for your resume firstly. If you have a resume, if they will having your resume in your hand, so they will ask you whatever the questions you will whatever the things you written in your resume. So if you write some programming languages or some other than the program like web development tools or app development tools like Visual Studio, Xamarin, or Flutter, likewise, if they think, if they sound interesting to the interviewer, they might ask you questions on those. So it all depends on whatever you write. Another question is, even Infosys didn't send time and date for interview, they just send the mail that you are shortlisted. Yeah, as of the information we had, they told that they just called you, that I mean, they just mailed you about your shortlisting, and they are planning for online interview, but they haven't scheduled the time and date. Yeah, they will soon send the mails regarding online interview dates. That's what I had an information from few of my friends. Yeah, they are planning for an online interview, then the date and time will be sent to you through mail soon. Yeah, another one from Rehanamullah. I cleared for InfyTQ final round. They are may going to conduct us interview in online. How can I prepare for that, sir? Yeah, yeah. Just I have told you, right. The preparation will be same for face to face or online. The thing will be same. Whatever the topics you prepared earlier will remain same. Though there won't be difference in the topics they will ask. The only thing that differ is you are attending your interview virtually. So while attending virtually, there will be some different the things that differ. It means I can say you is, if you are attending face to face, you need to move on to a cabin, and you should enter while opening a door, and you should enter into the cabin, and you should ask the interviewer like, may I come in, sir? May I take my seat? Likewise, and there will be some formalities. But in the virtual interview, there will not be any formality. You will just attend your Skype call or whatever it may be virtually. So just the way you greet and the way you answer, the way you look, and the way you perform totally is the thing that differ. So you should be confident enough while attending interview. You should be prepared, and try to make it two-way conversation. As I said earlier, if you know something, whatever the interviewer asks, try answering it in your own best way. If you don't know, try gathering related information. So post the related information to the interviewer, and if he again keep on asking the same question again, so try to manage the things. See, I can give you a tip is, though you don't you don't have some knowledge regarding the questions, if you have some managing skills, it will help you out in getting your job. Yeah. Sorry guys. And another question is, we will make a video. Yeah, yeah, as Ramana has told you in the comment section. Yeah, we are planning for, earlier we have posted we are having a series on interview experiences, so where we collect interview experience videos from few of people who has already placed in different companies like Value Labs, TCS, Wipro, Infosys, and we have also some companies like ThoughtWorks, likewise. So we are planning for few videos in the later weeks on SE role, SES role in the InfoTQ related or Hack with Info related. So stay tuned to our channel to get those interview videos. Yeah, another question is, uh, Charan is asking, can we expect some percentage of jobs confirmation? If yes, which percentage we may expect? I didn't get you, sir, Charan. Can we expect some percentage of jobs confirmation? Oh, okay. Yeah, if you get a job, if you cracked all the rounds, and if you get a job, you will definitely get your offer letter instantly or weekdays after. So after getting your offer letter, offer letter, you will be continuing with your regular works of your academics. So after in this process, they will contact you in different times, like they ask you to fill your background verification, they ask you to upload your semester exam certificate. Likewise, at the end of your semester, they will definitely contact you through the joining letter. Yeah, they will definitely. There will be only less number of companies, few startups or a few companies won't give you join letter. That was a rare case. That will happen in very rare case. Few companies. If you consider TCS, Wipro, likewise any MNCs, they will surely give you a joining letter, but the time will be delayed. If you might get earlier after your completion of academics, or you might get a month or late. It's all based on their business requirements. Yeah, another question. I came to know that Infosys didn't send offer letter for those who selected last year. During this recession, can we expect any offer letter? It was if we clear and read on. No, Infosys will definitely will give offer letter, but the thing is, in this COVID-19 situation, they are planning for an virtual onboarding, because we can't move on to a we can't move on to the company now, so it wouldn't be possible. Actually, the process will be, after you get placed into Infosys, after completing your academics, you will be called for training, and the training will mostly happens in Mysore campus. Infosys has a great campus in Mysore where the training sessions will be continued. So due to this COVID-19 situation, you can't navigate or migrate from your hometown to Mysore. It wouldn't be possible. So sorry. So they are planning for a virtual training, so you can take your training in the home itself. So they were fixing those problems, so for that they haven't given any joining letter. They have already given offer letters, but the joining letters are still not getting. Even TCS also planning for that in this second quarter of this financial year. They are started sending joining letters for the students now. uh, they will continue on giving joining letters, but it will be delayed. Yeah, they will definitely you will definitely get, but as of my knowledge, I I listened that CTS haven't given joining letters that much earlier. I have listened that few people got their joining letter after 8 months, 6 months, even they got 1 year after their completion of academics. That was what I have listened, but I haven't listened that Infosys was delayed. It will happen. Next, companies like TCS, Infosys, yeah, as Ramna told, the companies will definitely give you offer letters. They won't neglect you. They will definitely give you joining letters. It will be differ regarding their business requirements. If they require more number of people immediately, they will issue their joining letters to all the people immediately. If they need only few people, so they will batch them and they will start hiring time by time. So you will get definitely, but depends on the business requirement. Yeah, Saran Kumar Reddy, please do like this video. Okay, I'm gonna first give your best during. Yeah, yeah, Chinta Monica is asking, will TCS and QT will be conducted this year? Yeah, actually, we are having the some rumors or some information that they won't conduct. We haven't get any clarity regarding this. Few people says that there wouldn't be any TCS and QT, only Codevita will be conducted, and few people have told that they will conduct NQT, but they are planning for it. They haven't finalized yet. So we are getting different reports from different people. So yeah, let's wish for the best. Let's Because NQT is a platform where most number of people will get hired into thesis, because most number of people who got who got placed in teachers will be from NQT, because it a nationwide test. Many companies will many people will attend the round, and most of you will get teachers joining through this. So I think they will conduct, but since see this situation, this recession have just washed off all the things. Let's hope for the best. Charan, how can they conduct a technical round in online? Yeah, technical round or HR round, they will conduct online. For example, see, generally in technical round, firstly they will ask the common question is, tell me about yourself, whatever the round it is. So after that, so since that is a technical round, they need to ask some technical